Hey guys, before you start watching, just be warned that there are some mega spoilers in this video for the 7.3 Argus patch, so if you don't want to see that, then click away now. Hello everyone, this is NeGG21 Production, and not too long ago the 7.3 Argus patch dropped on the PTR. Now, I just made a video about the starting part of the scenario, and this video here is the continuation of that video. So if you haven't seen that video, the link will be in the description and you can check it out on my channel. If you've seen that video, then let's get going on the rest of the Argus starting storyline. So we've just, I guess, we probably should have been escorted by Turalyon or whatever his name is, but kind of ignored that in the last video, so we're just going to head straight to him in the end here and see what he has to say to us. So it begins. Now I'm going to try and keep this video to 10 minutes just so it's not too long, but we'll see how we get on. Okay, immediately we've got a big boy. Straight away in the first minute of the video we've got Fel Reaver 2.0. Here he is. That is absolutely crazy. Well, this is going to be someone that we definitely want to watch out for. He's got 546 million HP, so that's about as much as maybe like Ursoc Mythic, maybe a little bit more. Probably about the same health as maybe a dungeon boss at level 15 with tyrannical health, so you know, probably can kill this with a 10-man raid size. We'll have to see what his abilities are. There's some interesting mobs here. Actually, maybe for science, I should give this guy a run for his money. I think I'm going to do it. Let's go! Okay, so this guy hits pretty hard. I don't have all my abilities bound, but he definitely hits very hard. And I don't have Shadow Meld on my bars, so this is definitely a bit of a struggle. I'm running with my back turned to the boss and Shadow Meld. There we go. Okay, right. Well, that was very interesting. It looks like he hit very, very hard. So, yeah. We'll have to see how we get on with that one. Obviously, we'll have like 2 Sargeras gears when we get here. So, yeah, we'll see how we get on with that guy. But I guess if you're out leveling, you're questing, whatever you're doing, not leveling of course, but if you're out here questing and that big boy runs up behind you, then you're going to have a bit of a surprise, much like you would have with Fel Reaver back in Burning Crusade. So it's a bit of a return of that. I know a lot of people were fond of the Fel Reaver, but a lot of people really were not at all. So we'll see how that gets on. Also, a friend pointed out to me that on the dungeons there is a new dungeon here, the Seat of Triumvirate. I think I said that right. So that's quite interesting. I haven't actually looked at it. It seems to have a relatively, full dungeon guide again, just like the raid. I don't actually recognize any of these bosses, but I'm sure there's plenty of people out there other than me that know exactly who they are. So let's get on with this quest. We need to save some of these things, but also slay a few guys. So there's a few bosses around that we need to slay. I'm just going to pause the video while I do this quest just to keep the time of the video down. So let's get started. And I'm just going to pull this guy now! Okay, so we gave some of those guys the business and helped some of our friends and just slaying the final big guy. And I noticed that we've got this extra action button down here, calls forth some of our friends to aid us. Hey guys, before you start watching, just be warned that there are some... Okay, so that was my video from earlier that just rendered, so that scared me to death. Let's continue on the video. Shall we though? So we're back here with Turalyon, and there's a big boy ahead of us here. Pit Lord looking fella over there, looking fine and fresh with his tusks. And prisoners no more, we'll hand that in. There obviously is plenty of lag with this being the PTR, and obviously with it just being released, so we can't expect it to be too perfect just yet, but we are ready to fight beside Turalyon. And I guess we're going to take on this Agonar, this big beastie guy. He says, raise your weapon. I guess I can raise my my fists to the sky. There we go. Lovely. And whatever happens, we stand together. Well, I'm going to run away. There we go. Running away. See you later, mate. Leave you back there. And we can take on this guy, give him the bish bash bosh. Oh man, he's got a decent amount of HP. Let's hope this guy has some good DPS, you know. And you know, I asked him to link ahead of the curve before we started, so I know that he's got the experience. We just got to hope he's got the damage. Looks like he's doing all right though. We're getting this guy down relatively quick. Glaive burst. Now, I don't know what it is, but something inside me tells me that this guy's gonna die at some point. I don't know. I'm just like, obviously there's no facts. I'm just completely like making it up on the spot. But you know, Blizzard just loves killing characters like this. And he was like, oh, we have to stand together and all that, which means he's probably gonna die, right? But who knows? Grip of the Pit Lord. Oh! Oh, he's trapped. We're both trapped. I can't shift this either. Uh-oh. Gonna have to see what happens. This guy doesn't look particularly happy, does he? He's summoning some of his little friends. Or fiends, I guess. They're coming up to us. This is kind of scary, to be fair. Oh, there we go. We can cleave them onto the boss. Oh! Windrunner! I know this person. We've got one of our friends to help us out here. And take down Agonar. Oh man, there is plenty of lag though, so I'm pressing my keys and it's taking quite a while for them to actually activate, but oh well. Apparently Windrunner knocks her arrows with blinding speed. And we're just about to take the big boy down. There we go. He's not particularly happy about that. There we go. Oh well, that was good. We've got some friends here now. Turalyon and Alleria Windrunner. Let's see what they've got to say. Actually, no, we're not going to see what they've got to say. We're just going to ignore them and run over here and hand in. No, we are going to see what they're going to say. Jeez, Blizzard confusing me with the minimap. 116 gold. That's pretty good for a quest. Let's hand this in and return to the Vindicar. Right. So how are we going to do this? I guess we're going to go over to the flight path. They're probably going to talk for a while. I guess you probably want to see this. I know, my love. I feel the same. Are these the people that everyone always asks about? Like people ask at BlizzCon and stuff. Oh, there we go. It's a good thing I didn't run off because he's now summoned a beacon. He's now summoned a beacon to the Vindicar, so I'll use that happily. Thank you very much for that, Mr. Turalyon. We'll head back up to the Vindicar. Now, obviously, there's these placeholder loading screens, so it's probably going to be something quite interesting in its place, and I'll be excited to see what they look like. Oh man, oh, that was some skills, some hardcore parkour that just went on there. This guy that jumped down failed quite miserably, so I'm glad that I showed him up a little bit. So return to the Vindicar. Let's try and hand in this quest without it lagging out too much, and we've got to speak to Velen. So I've got to speak to a few people around the ship and see what they've got to say. So we've got someone below the decks and someone above there. So we'll go and speak to this old gal over here and see what she's got to say. She's kind of near this forge that I spoke about in the previous videos. So let's see if she's got anything to say about it. What is that behind you? Maybe she'll explain. Behind me rests the netherlight crucible. Blah blah blah. Blah 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 blah. Okay, right. You can read that later on. I want to get on with the video. There's a guy that's going to give us some repairs. There's also here. There's a Doodad 6DR Draenei Forge 001. So that's quite interesting. Nothing seems to happen when I click on that, but oh well. And the guy that refuses to repair my gear but looks at me kind of funny. Oh, there we go. Oh, don't look at my bags though. They're a hideous mess. So yes. Oh, there's a guy on this lower layer, so we'll go and speak to him. Oh, there's some more interesting stuff going in here. The Vindicar Matrix core. So everything seems to be kicking off. Portal to Dalaran. That's quite interesting. I'll speak to this little gnome here and see what he has to say. What is behind you? I don't think he wants to talk to me. Maybe he's talking to Wego the monk instead. There's portals, something, blah blah blah. But you're sitting down. I guess there's some jokes going on there, and you can read all about that. Now, let's head up and speak to the last guy. How do I get up there? Oh, we got to go up here. Yeah, it's quite laggy. I keep saying that, but it is true. We've got to speak to the last person, the Hearthstone person. It's probably a good idea to set your hearth here if you're doing many quests. Her name is Hannah. It's good to see you here, is Hannah. Be well. Alright, so we've spoken to all the guys around the ship, or all the guys and girls, and see what they've got to say. Quite a few interesting little doodads around, including some actual doodads. And now we're going to speak to Velen, and he's asking if we're ready to continue on our journey. Of course we are, Velen. Of course we are. So let's give a little chat to Turalyon, and can use the navigation thing to teleport to Crocun in Argus again. I apologise if I'm rushing through this and not reading the quests or anything like that, but I want to get this done in a reasonable speed and keep it interesting for people who don't care about that sort of stuff. So if you are interested, obviously you can read all about it, and yeah, that's great. There's should be enough time for you to pause it and everything. Here we are. Oh god, I thought it was going to bug out for a minute there because there wasn't anything happening, but it seems to be okay. And our friend here, Mr. Chieftain, who wasn't particularly happy earlier in the other video, is clearing a path for us to go into this little cave. It's got a nice little lure error. Oh no, that's dangerous. Oh well, I'll head into this cave. It looks kind of spooky. And pop out the other side. And what have we got? Whoa, what is that? That's a cool looking thing. And there's some interesting things over there. Let me see what my graphics settings. Oh my god, my graphics settings are very low. We'll turn them up. And oh my god, this is what we were missing out on then. That's very interesting. I don't know why my graphics settings were set so low. That's quite unfortunate, but damn, that's pretty interesting there. I don't know where all my friends are gone though. I've kind of ditched them, I guess. Oh, it says to reach the shattered fields, so I guess I'm on my own here. I'll head over and see what's up. Oh, there's some people chilling around over here. Whoa, what is that? So there's a cool little thing there. It's got like a little icon on the minimap. I don't know if you can see that. Lots of lure arrows. Oh, wait, can I go inside this? Oh, there's a corpse inside this. That's quite interesting. I wonder if that'll have anything to do with some later quests. We'll probably see later on. Oh man, it's 3 AM in the morning. I don't know why Blizzard love to release these cool things absolutely crazy times, but I guess that's the way that it is. Here we go. We've got a big looking angry guy here. He's not particularly happy. Oh wow. Okay, yeah, definitely not happy at all. I guess Turalyon gave him the bish bash bosh, and he just went down pretty easy. Didn't even have to lift a finger. And we've got a new friend here, Furia, and a critical error. Okay, well, I think that's a good time to end this video then on that critical error, and we'll get back to you with the rest of the story in the next video. So I will see you then. Thank you for tuning in. This was an EGG101 production. Goodbye.